Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. So this week, as my washi is going to roll away, is February 5th through the 11th, which was the week of my husband's birthday on the 10th. It's also one of my sister's birthdays, but I only got to celebrate with my husband. So I am using leftovers from a kit by Cinderella Paper called Prosperity. This was her Lunar New Year kit last year, and I absolutely adore the colors in this. I also love just like the variety of fashion people in this kit. And so I paired it with some foil from Plannahannah. So I have San Francisco overlays in red and then Lunar New Year underlays in pixie red. And I love the depth of the pattern in the Lunar New Year underlays for sure, and they turned out great. I also pulled in a few San Francisco stickers from Wonton and a Million. That is an old Michael sticker book that I don't believe is sold anymore. But yeah, spoiler alert, we did get to go to San Francisco this weekend. My husband, I asked him what he wanted to do for his birthday like a month before this, and he said, I want to get dim sum. And I'm like, oh, we can go to the city. And he's like, I don't know if I want to go that far. And I'm like, no, it's actually pretty easy with public transit. So, I let him make the final decision. I'm like, if you want to go somewhere in Sacramento, we totally can. But I feel like it would be fun to go out a little bit further, kind of make a day trip of it. And I'm glad we did that because this week was pretty rough that you're seeing here with our kitten. And then the next week got even rougher. And then the week after that, we had to put her on a bunch more medication that she wasn't on before. So it's really hard to get out of the house right now. As of the time I'm filming this or recording this, it's the end of March. So yeah, I'm glad we did a day trip while we could, because I don't know when really the next time we're going to be able to do that is. Maybe May for my birthday. We'll have to see. But yeah, I just love the fashion people in this kit. I think they're just gorgeous and really glad I got to use more of them this year. So I'm going to do one extender on Saturday just to bring in the full box from Wonton and a Million. And then I'm going to go ahead and put together the base. So this week I was trying to establish a routine for putting the dishes away from the dishwasher and getting back into all of these healthy habits, because in my mind it's like, okay, we're out of the woods, maybe not, I don't know, with our kitten, and she wasn't getting any sort of medication this week. So didn't have to manage any of that. So I'm like, I'm going to get back to regular life. Obviously, that all kind of blew up in my face eventually. But this week I was like, we're going to get back into a routine. Our friend was still staying with us on Monday of this week. But I wasn't feeling great on Monday. I was really exhausted. So I didn't really interact with him that much, but he did fly home that Monday evening after work. And then this week, almost every other day, Clover was inappropriately eliminating on something. There were 2 or 3 days this week where she urinated on a blanket or a rug or something, and we couldn't really figure out why. So we were talking to the vet we took her to the week before, talking to her vet in Colorado. We're just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Is it cystitis we were thinking earlier? Is it a relapse? We're still not 100% sure what was causing that. It's more under control now, but it was really frustrating and scary. And I was just experiencing a lot of anxiety and honestly crying a lot, because it's just is this ever going to get better? Things are better when she's on some sort of medication like she is now. But then as soon as she goes off the medication, it's just if she can't, it goes bad again. So I was dealing with that a lot this week, trying to figure all of that out. We started rewatching Dune on this Friday evening because our upstairs neighbors / friends came over. So they brought some cider and we started watching Dune. We got about halfway through it before it got kind of late, so they went to bed, and Nathan and I finished it another day before we went and saw part 2. Unsolicited feedback about the Dune movies, the latest ones with Timothée Chalamet. I do like part 2 better. Part 1 is all of the world building and everything, which is necessary, but it's definitely kind of a slog. So if you saw part 1 and you're like, I don't know if I want to go see part 2, go see part two. It's a lot snappier. It gets to the point a lot faster. And yeah, personally, I found part two more interesting, but you kind of have to see although I would argue you could see part two even without seeing part one. It's kind of like how I watched the first Star Wars movie I ever watched was Empire Strikes Back. And like, you kind of just like fill in the blanks of like, they're in trouble. They have a problem they need to solve. I don't really need to know every single piece of background. I can just get into how they solve the problem. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's how I feel about Dune. I feel like you can watch part two without part one. Part one's cool though because Oscar Isaac's there, so you know, we love that. Saturday was my husband's birthday and my sister's birthday. She's feeling 22 now. It was also Lunar New Year, and so we wanted to get dim sum, both because my husband loves dim sum, but also because it was Lunar New Year. So we played with the cats before we left. I took my husband to a bakery in Vacaville that I used to go to a lot called Pure Grain, which is a German bakery. They do wonderful work. If you're ever in Vacaville, stop by. It's in downtown Vacaville. We got some bear claws and some lattes, and it was just absolutely delicious. And then we took Bart for the first time in like, I don't even know how long. I think the last time we took Bart was maybe 2018. It's been a while. And like, I feel like everyone's been saying Bart has totally gone downhill, especially after the pandemic and everything. And like, I was on it and I'm like, this is actually better than I remember. Like, they replaced the fabric seats with like vinyl, which is much more hygienic, I think. And yeah, it was a perfectly fine experience, not any worse than I remember it. So I don't know why people are saying that personally. And like, we had to go through Oakland and everything. Like, we went from El Cerrito to the Embarcadero, if you're at all familiar with the Bay Area. And like, you have to go through Oakland, and it was totally fine. So I don't know what people are on about. Then we went to dim sum, which we went to a place in the Embarcadero area, which I was a little skeptical about just because that's the more touristy area of San Francisco. But we went to a place called Harbor View Restaurant, and the food was really great. So definitely worth it, even if you're not necessarily in Chinatown. Like, still really good dim sum. They didn't push around the carts and everything like you would get at a lot of dim sum restaurants. You just ordered things and they brought them to you. But that was, I think, so that they could fit a lot more tables in the space and serve a lot more people. So I didn't mind, just because the food was still great. We got, what did we get? I know we got shumai. I know we got barbecue pork bao because beautiful, delicious. We got chicken feet because my husband likes chicken feet. I don't mind the taste of chicken feet, but I do mind all the little tiny bones that you have to like make sure you don't swallow and you have to spit out. So I'm not a fan of that, but it was in a really nice broth with like aniseed, I think. It tasted really good. So yeah, we got those. We also got there was another dumpling we got as well. I wish I wrote it down. It's been so long since we went that I can't remember. We also got some really good green beans. And then we got these like little sesame peanut butter dumplings as well for dessert. They were like mochi, but I forget what they're actually called. But a very similar concept, but sesame and peanut butter. So those are really good. Then we did walk around the Embarcadero a bit. It's been a really long time since I've been in that area, and it is a very touristy area of San Francisco, but I personally don't mind that. It feels like going home when we're in that area. I never lived in San Francisco, but I did live in Berkeley, and we would jet over to the city a lot when we were in Berkeley. And it's just, I love San Francisco. I think San Francisco is like my favorite city in the world. As far as like major cities, it's just so pretty, and it's never too hot there, which I overheat very easily, so it's nice. It was really windy this day, which you're on the water, so my ears kind of burned after that, but I just love San Francisco. I missed it, and I'm glad that we're only a couple hours away now. And with Bart, it's like super easy to get in there. I don't personally love driving in San Francisco because all the hills and everything, it makes it, there's a reason that the term California stop is a thing, because in San Francisco, you really got to do a California stop, or you go sliding down a hill. Not really, but like it feels that way. So anyway, we walked all the way down to Pier 39, which was quite a walk from where we were. We went to Lefty's, which is the left-hander store. They sell stuff supposedly that's better for left-handers. I'm left-handed, if you haven't been able to tell through these videos. So we went in there. The employee was really intent on demonstrating things to me, how to use them and trying to get me to buy them. Very friendly person, but I was kind of like, this is not what I came in here for. I was just browsing. So anyway, but I'd never been in there before, so we wanted to go in there. We got coffees at Biscoff, which they give you a free little Biscoff cookie when you get a coffee, so that was a good pick-me-up to get back on BART and then go home. I think there must have been... we ended up taking like the long way home because I think my husband had the thing on his phone that said no tolls. And so instead of going over the Carquinez Bridge through Vallejo, it had us go like through Pleasanton. So it added quite a bit of time to our trip home, but oh well. Okay, and then Sunday, because we had such a big day on Saturday, we slept in, and it was the Super Bowl, but we didn't watch it. But the other reason that it's fun to do a San Francisco overlay week here is that, of course, I was rooting for the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Sadly, they did not win, if you did not know, but I didn't watch it anyway because I'm not that big of a football fan. I watch college football, but really I only watch it if I'm at a game, so I don't really watch it on TV. But anyway, let's get into the plans. I put in a Beneva Creations dishwasher sticker in the sidebar to mark establishing a routine, because now that we have a dishwasher, our dishes get cleaned a lot quicker. Then on Monday, I marked that Henry was over and that I was lesson planning, so I just used an old icon for that. Evie brought me her favorite mouse toy this morning because she wanted attention, so that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I cleaned out the cat litter, and then both my cats decided to snuggle with me in bed, which was nice because, like I said, I was like not feeling it this day. So that cat sleeping is from Beneva Creations. I wrapped up my husband's birthday gift. I got him Binging with Babish's latest cookbook for his birthday, which is Basics with Babish, and I think my husband's already started making stuff out of it, so I'm glad I got that for him. I get him cookbooks for gifts quite frequently, and so this one I was like, I don't know, am I overdoing it here? But he really enjoyed it, so I'm happy about that. I played with both of the cats. That is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then Henry left for the airport, so I marked that with a plane from the sticker party. Then it was just my husband and I again, so we watched Try Guys on YouTube, so I have a little television icon from Alicia Kraft. And then this was Clover's last day of the medication she had been prescribed the week before. So she had 8 weeks of medication, or not 8 weeks, 8 days of medication. And this was the last time we gave it to her, so that sticker's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I had cramps, so that is also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Tuesday, the Decemberists published a new song for their new album, their first album in like 6 years. So I listened to it. It was fine. I don't know if I'm gonna like this late new album as much as I liked the last like 3 or 4 albums they came out with. We'll see. I know they've been working on all sorts of different side projects together and separately, so I don't know. I feel like every album of theirs lately is something a little different, so I don't know. I listened to the new song, so I'm gonna mark that with a sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I still had cramps because what happens lately, you know what, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into the details of that, sorry. That is also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I slept in this morning, so that pillow is from Pink Diamond Planner Co. I used to get to sleep in a lot for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks when Clover wasn't on any sort of medication. Yeah, we don't really do that anymore. If I do sleep in, it's because we got up early to do her medication and then went back to bed. My life's kind of wild right now. Speaking of wild, played with the cats again this day. So that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then this is where the trouble began. So Clover did pee on a blanket when I moved her from where she was previously headquartered in our bathroom to the office, which had been cleaned out at this point and unpacked and all of that. So I was trying to reestablish a new headquarters for her in our office. And when I moved her, she got very upset for some reason. I don't know why. And then I cried about it. So both of those stickers are from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Because, yeah, we had just finished her medication for supposedly stress cystitis, and we were having issues still. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? Then I was doing a Canvas training. Canvas is a learning management software. If you're not familiar, I was doing a training on advanced techniques for that this week. So that laptop is from Alicia Craft. I voiced over and filmed some Plan With Me's, so that sticker is from Lunar Designs. And then I was just watching John Oliver on YouTube. So then I have a television icon from Alicia Craft, and we weighed Clover this evening. So I have a scale from Cinderella Paper and a cat icon from Plan Hannah. Her weight was holding pretty steady at this point, but she wasn't gaining weight, which also wasn't good because she was still supposed to be growing as a kitten. So it wasn't terrible news what she weighed, but it also wasn't great news at the same time. Wednesday, it was raining, so I have an icon from Plan Hannah. I had my virtual office hour and I was grading assignments. Did I not do any work the first 2 days of this week other than the Canvas training? I guess not. Oh no, I lesson plan on Monday. I was like, how did I not work for 2 days? Anyway, marked that with a laptop from Alicia Craft, and then I was doing laundry for the blanket that Clover peed on the day before, and I had my laundry bag on the floor and she peed on that. So I was just like, what? Like, I wasn't getting mad at her. I was just like getting upset because it meant she probably wasn't doing well. So anyway, that's from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Had to do more laundry. So the script is from Magical Sticker Co. and the icon is from a really old kit. Don't know where it's from. I played with Clover because I was thinking maybe she's stressed and I just need to play with her more. So this sticker is going to be from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I was anxious. So the Mom Life sticker is also going to be from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I got those because my cats make me so stressed out sometimes. I love them dearly and I would do anything for them, but that's kind of part of my anxiety about it. And then this was where I think I was having my husband watch Dairy Girls with me. Yeah, because I had already watched it on my own earlier in the year, but I wanted him to see it and he was open to watching it. So we started it this evening. So that sticker is going to be from Alicia Craft. And then I just wrote in that I was up late crying. So that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Things were really stressful and I was really worried about Clover at this point. I haven't not been worried about her practically the whole time we've had her, except maybe August and September I wasn't worried about her because things seemed to be fine. But ever since October, I've just not stopped worrying about her. I told my husband because like at the end of January, we were supposed to enter a observation period for her. And I said, I just know how I'm going to be. Like when she's on medication, I'm going to feel more in control of the situation, even though it's not good that she's on the medication because like she can't be on it forever. It's not possible for her to be on it forever. But anyway, I said, once we get into observation, that's where my anxiety is really going to be high because I don't have anything to do to control what happens, you know? And I was right. I was anxious the entire like 1 month that she wasn't on her medication. So yeah. Anyway, I put cat TV on for Clover this morning because again, I was trying to like reduce her stress and then we all played together, me and both of the cats. So those stickers are both from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I worked out. So the script is from Plan Hannah. And then I continued doing part of that Canvas training. So that is again from Alicia Craft. And then I started filming our first wedding anniversary Plan With Me this day. Because at this point, I was only a month behind on Plan With Me. I'm almost caught up on actually filming Plan With Me's right now. It's just I have a bunch that I need to voice over. So that's where we're at. And then we watched more Dairy Girls that evening. Friday was payday, my first payday at my new job. It's supposed to be on the 10th, but because the 10th was a Saturday, I got it on the 9th. So, you know, that's kind of fun. So I'm going to pull in a payday script from Plan Hannah. It was I had a custom multi in red, so I pulled in the ones that I could that were relevant for this week. And then I pulled in some class and work labels from the kit to mark my classes and my office hour. I actually really love how simple this top box is because then you can see a lot of the underlay. I'm trying to be good about like leaving enough space to actually see the underlay because like I did spend a lot of money on underlays, you know, not a lot, but like it's extra money that I didn't necessarily need to spend. After work, I finished our anniversary Plan With Me. And then I moved what is called Fellaway into the office. I think we had the diffuser in the bathroom, and since I moved Clover into the office, I moved the Fellaway diffuser along with her. What it is, if you are not familiar, I guess it's pheromones that a cat would associate with like their mother. Everything goes back to their mother with cats. Like everything of comfort goes back to their mom. So it's supposed to reduce stress. So we've had it for a long time, both for our first cat and then for introducing both cats, and then now for Clover being sick. So I'm going to mark the Fellaway with a cat icon from Planet Hannah. And then this was where I met my husband's friend's wife for the first time. They came over and, like I said, brought cider and we watched a movie. We also had pizza from a good place that I cannot remember the name of. But yeah, I just have an old icon to mark that. And then we started watching Dune. So I'm going to have another Alicia Craft television sticker. I felt really bad because, like, one of Clover's symptoms is she seems really sensitive to loud noises. And, like, the first part of Dune, there's a lot of loud noises. And so she was, like, hanging out with us, but she seemed really uncomfortable. That's the other thing, the main difference between part one and part two. Part one of Dune is so noisy for so many reasons. And then part two is, like, really quiet for most of it. It's kind of funny. Saturday was my husband and my sister's birthday. They are 10 years apart. So my husband turned 32, my sister turned 22. So I have a birthday party Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I'm going to mark that it was Lunar New Year with a little icon from Wonton in a Million. It's like a Chinatown icon in a heart. And then I have a Lunar New Year script from Planet Hannah. And I can kind of understand why. I think she discontinued the font that this Lunar New Year script is in, because, like, it's just, like, really faint, but I don't mind it. It's just, like, I can kind of see why she stopped carrying that font. Clover had this weird sort of wheezing fit this day, almost like she was trying to cough up a hairball, but, like, this girl does not cough up hairballs. I've found exactly one hairball from her in the entire time we've had her. Ask me how many hairballs our other cat has coughed up, because it's a lot, but anyway. I was worried about that, so that sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. We played with both cats before we left for the day. And then, like I mentioned, we went to Pure Grain Bakery in Vacaville, got some delicious bear claws. Oh, that bakery is so good. Then we got on BART, so I'm going to pull in a train sticker from the sticker party. BART is so nice to just get around and then not have to pay for parking in one of the most expensive cities in the world. And also, like, even if you do park in the city, like, you're never gonna park right in front of where you're going anyway, and the whole point of going to the city is to walk around too. So anyway, happy to get on BART. They're finally discontinuing the paper tickets though, like, which is kind of sad to me because I'm so nostalgic about those, because as a kid we would get them and it, like, would record how much money you had left on your ticket. And they're getting rid of those. So I finally have a Clipper card now, which makes me feel like I'm really back in NorCal. It's like, wow, I have the plastic, like, not single use but multi-use Clipper card. I'm a real person now. That dim sum cart sticker is from Wonton in a Million from the sticker book, and then the Pure 39 script is also from that sticker book. For lefties, I put in a pen icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because we're just trying out different pens. Supposedly, some of them would, like, elevate my hand enough that I could see what I was writing, because if you're not aware, if you're not left-handed, part of the struggle that you don't even realize until someone tells you as a left-hander is that you can't really see what you're writing. And then also, of course, your hand drags over the page as you're writing it, so you smudge things constantly because, you know, in Western society, we write left to right. So you just can never see what you're doing. You're smudging it, and then also, like, physically you're pushing instead of pulling like a right-hander. So you end up, I've had a lot of wrist issues. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed or just because I get injured in the dumbest ways, but that is part of my struggle with being a left-hander. I love being a lefty because it makes me somewhat unique, but there are some issues with it. We went to Biscoff to get coffee, and then when we came home, we played with the cats again because they were still crazy. And then we finished Interview with the Vampire, the 2022 version of it, and watched more Dairy Girls. And I am so excited for a new season of Interview with the Vampire. I am not into gore, but this show is fascinating. And also, like, hopefully this isn't a spoiler. One of the final episodes takes place during Mardi Gras, and Mardi Gras was the week after this, so I thought it was very thematic. And also, I really want to go to New Orleans. I have not been. My husband's been. He's really talked it up, and so I would love to go one day. Sunday, like I mentioned, I slept in, so that pillow is again from Pink Diamond Planner Co. I finally set some goals for 2024. I'm trying to remember where I wrote these goals now that I think about it, because I'd like to go check how I'm doing. Oops. Anyway, that journaling icon is from Cinderella Paper. And then I marked the Super Bowl. Go 49ers, even though we lost. Oopsies. That icon is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. and the script is from Plana Hannah. And let me just put a little PSA in here. I feel like some people were really nasty about new football fans this year. And I just want to say, let people like what they like for whatever reason. Like, there were a lot of really misogynistic comments coming from women who consider themselves feminists who were like, I liked football before Taylor Swift liked football. And I'm just like, okay, good for you. Great. I'm happy for you. But it's okay if other people are liking football just because of Taylor Swift. That's fine. It doesn't take away anything from you. I don't know. I heard a lot of nasty stuff being said this year, and I just want to talk about that for a second, because it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. I was playing around with some of our wedding video this day, so that icon is from Papershire. I did more laundry, and then rounded out the evening by watching YouTube. So that is how this week turned out. I really love this week. I love the underlays. I love how much red is in here. I love that there's stuff for San Francisco. I think it turned out adorable. And I love that we got to go into the city to have dim sum. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you're doing down below. I hope it is well, but if you're not doing well, you can DM me on Instagram too, because trust me, I've been going through it lately. So anyway, have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.